Okay, Louis, just first match in 12 days. You guys had that kind of week off to kind of rest and get rejuvenated a little bit. What did you think of the way you guys came out after that little break?
Pretty great. We did a pretty great game. I think we have a lot of things we need to change. Not change, but like we can upgrade a lot of things in our game. But to start 3-0, so we're always happy we win. And we did a great job, I think, generally.
Yeah. What are some of those things?
I think we passed pretty well. And how Shred set like outside and pins, like basically pins, was really, really great.
Louis set, I guess that was the third set. You had that play with your back to the net. You kind of tapped it behind you. Yeah, can you tell us just what happened there?
I call a ball inside, and he didn't give the ball inside. So I was like, I need to do something, and so I just did that, and that worked. So pretty cool. And also the guy is a French guy, like Ngapef is French, and he invented that. So it's pretty cool to do that in America.
Helped lead the team with 7 digs. I mean, you were throwing your body all over the place. What was your mindset out there today?
I don't really know. I try to have the same mindset all the time, just like try to get every ball. Because if you start to think like, oh, I cannot have that one, you will never have it. So just like, and we work a lot on defense this past week. So just try to get my feet there and defend all the ball I can.
Louis, how would you describe how you guys have started off now in the Big West versus last year? Was quite a bit different, right? You had those 2 tough matches at Long Beach, I think, and just how would you assess yourselves?
That's great. We're in 3 on 3 right now, so really, really good. But I think we just want to win every game. So to be honest, don't start by Long Beach is good or not good at the same time. I think we don't really care who we're playing. We just want to win everything. And UCI to start was a tough game because we lose last year against them, and they end our season. So that was a really big game to start, and we did it. So now we just need to keep going. We have a bunch of different team and different play style. So just excited, and yeah, the big one will be fun this year, definitely.
Coach, how many back to the net kills have you seen Louis put down in his time in the UH?
Too many. I like the more traditional method. Jump off 2 feet, land on 2 feet, spike it. Like I've said, this group, almost on a daily basis, I see things and say to myself, well, I've never seen that before. Some of them are good.
Coach, you talked earlier in the week about UCSD bringing, just their own style to things, and a team that has to be respected, that can hang up and up with almost anybody. So did you see that tonight, or what was your thought on how you guys responded to that?
Yeah, I mean they're certainly gritty. You know what I mean? They're like lots of rallies, and it seemed like they win lots of rallies. They can put service pressure on. They're unique in that like all 6 starters are spin servers, and they served in bounds at a pretty good clip. So they're always going to be able to put pressure on you. Setter does a really nice job. Getting guys that jump and hit, and they've hit for a pretty good percentage throughout the year. And like I said, that was a pretty good team. I don't think we played particularly well. Like I said, I think we can be more efficient. Especially this time of year, I'm pretty critical of us giving away free points, just kind of unforced, errors, and maybe trying to do too much, or really not being as, just stingy with the points when we get balls back on our side. But like I said, these guys are so talented that they always kind of seem to find a way to make up for it. I'd rather see us be, like you said, a little more stingy with the points, and I think over time they'll learn that that is not only better for my sanity, but their success.
You have to explain what stingy is to the other guys.
Look it up. You don't know what it means?
He either.
I don't know.
That sounds good. It's a good one.
You want to really protect it. like not give away 3 points. You want to really keep it. So if you have money, if you're stingy with money, like you don't give it to anyone else. You just keep it all for yourself.
got it, yeah.
So when the ball comes back on our side, we want to really make sure that we score, not give them
Yeah, be more stingy.
points. Does that work for you guys? Is that definition's good?
Kristian, are you?
Was that an SAT? Was that on the SAT? We need to, like, stingy an SAT word? Like,
Going back to kind of what you were talking about though, did you kind of maybe feel like you guys were playing with fire a little bit, maybe especially in that first set?
for sure. Yeah, just, and it's like, look, it's that balance between, being passionate. I thought the level of engagement was really good all night. I can't fault that at all. But it's that balance between being passionate and cerebral, right? Really being, fully engaged, but at the same time, somewhat, kind of aware of the situation. And, there were just a handful of those, whether it was a set and transition, whether it was from the setter or from the non-setter that stepped, like could have made a better choice, could have made better location. It could have been some of the attack choices in transition where it's like, just a little smarter. When the block's well formed, are you hitting it high off the top or you're thundering it right into it? Like we've said, the stuff from the service line, even early on, it seemed like there was, a ball that was clearly going out that we played, and then another that was clearly in that we let fall. Like those kind, we got to get rid of. We got to clean up. But we score at such a high rate that we're able to, to win the set with giving well past our 10-point kind of. We'd rather have around 8 errors a set. I think that first set was, well over 10, 12, 13, whatever it was. But able to win because of like when they came to. So then that was, we played good late, and we've talked about good turns late from the service line and being more efficient late in the set. So there's no room there to make up for the free points. So that was good to play like that and still come out with a 3-0 win.
Kristian, what was it like having that week off? You guys went up to the North Shore and everything to come back here and play to get this win today. What was that like?
I mean, that break was like, I think much needed for everyone. With the loss with USC, I think everyone just needed to clear their heads and just rethink about everything. We prepared well for this game. We're looking for tomorrow again. It's not going to be easy for sure. Tonight it wasn't easy. We just followed like our. We watched film and we watched how they hit, serve, everything else. So we would just follow these things and stick to them and hope to win it tomorrow again.
Charles, did you guys do anything specific or unique on Sherfan, and do you anticipate them making some adjustments on their side for tomorrow?
No, he'll play better. Like he hit balls out early. You look at we had more blocks in the third set than we did in any other set, and yet they were not hitting for near their season average because they were hitting balls out. So like we did touch some balls, but there were some unforced errors. I don't think without any question that he'll play better tomorrow.
I guess just lastly for me, Charlie, we've talked about it, but I know you're focused on your match tonight, what are you doing, but you walk in and you came in for the match tonight, you see that Irvine's beating Long Beach in 3 sets, and then you see that UC Santa Barbara's winning. Can you just kind of talk about like just the importance of still just, even though you've got maybe these things you can get better on, just still winning in the Big West and how tough it is, because tonight seems like a perfect example of like anything can happen.
Well, it's welcome to the Big West. Like on any given night, teams are good, and and you look at the teams that let lose. They get tired of losing, and inevitably you see them fight back and scratch. I think that's the case with Santa Barbara. Irvine had gone through that stretch where they lost 4 in a row, and they're really, really talented. So, the Big West it clearly has established itself, as the premier league, for several years, and this year is certainly no exception to it. And again, we're just trying to win games to get to the end of the season. Every one of those, it's still up for grabs, obviously, the seeding in the tournament, and the tournament's here, which is nice for us, but there's nothing more important than playing San Diego tomorrow night, and it's going to be like that every night. We've been talking about that for a while, where every night you got to be ready to fight and scratch, and a match is not over until you're in the handshake line, and whether you're ahead or behind. you know, because you see it, you know, every set, every point. That's kind of my point about being more stingy with the points. Every point is hard to get, and you got to be respectful of that, and hopefully we're more efficient going forward here.